Let's get this thing stopped here. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. All right, so let's get through really quickly. I want to say howdy, Tom, Kevin, Robert, Red Wallace, Doggy, Steve, Scott, Mac John. Yes, the standard. It's a little dirty, right? You see that? Tom. Hello, Timo, John. Love Tuesday's lesson. Great. Let's see. Guitar Maestro. Oh, good day, Maestro. There we go. Thank you. Checking in from NorCal. Nice. Excellent. Fantastic lesson. Belfast. Hey. All right. Tom, what's up? Great podcast day, sir. Oh, nice. All right. So you guys are all here. You're all here. You're coming in. Yeah, I released a podcast today, right, with Alan Gilman. And I swear, like, if any of you guys know anyone who lives like in an hour and a half radius of Tampa, tell them next Thursday to get down. Hey, Barry. Barry, I'm watching you. Get down to Tampa. Get down to Tampa. Because they're so good. You can literally just close your eyes and you're really at a dead show, and they really capture it. If you haven't heard the podcast, I just have a really fun time with Alan Gilman, and we like hit it off. Like we're like buddies. Like I want to go back and talk to him about so much stuff. I don't know how many people have listened to the podcast, but just in case you haven't, I didn't know much about his history. All right, and so one of the first questions I asked is like, when did you start playing guitar? And and he tells me like 2 minutes that he has perfect pitch. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, no wonder you're so good. And so this guy has perfect pitch and he does an excellent Jerry. So you saw Santana in Tijuana, Berlin. Whoa. Wow, Bullring. Nice. In 92. All right. So howdy, Jerry. So really quickly, as you know, I'm going to load up the comments and questions from the Oye Como Va. Hey, Stitch, thanks again for the awesome Santana lesson. Hey, Mike, I'm glad you like it. Everyone, just in case you don't know, Mike Shaw today, he's in the comments. This is the flute player that I addressed in the Santana video. Hey, Neil. And he had requested this, and I had it coming. I'm just letting you know I had it coming. So I was like, all right, let's do it. And I wanted to address some things for Michael. So I'm glad that it went well. Now, I have 53 comments on this. So really quickly, I'm just going to go scroll down to the bottom. I'm going to get to any questions, and we'll talk about some questions here. Let's see. I need to take a lesson from you. Okay. When will you upload the Whipping Post video? Oh, Whipping Post will be 1 or 2 weeks. I got my Les Paul back, sitting right over there, and it was awesome. It is the best it's ever played. I'll make a video actually also about getting that Les Paul repaired by probably the best luthier I've ever talked to and done work with. Here's Mike. All right, Mike, let's see. I'm going to see what I can do. Love the song. Okay, that's a compliment. Thank you, Mike. Derek, let's see. Ian has forgotten more theory than I ever have. Let's see. Great lesson is throwing the flat six. Okay, so here's Sebastian. I don't know if Sebastian is here yet. He's sometimes here. Sebastian G asks, great lesson. Is throwing the flat six something that will work on any Dorian chord progression? And is it harmonically right? Thanks a lot. Okay, so let's just talk about that. Can we, and what he's referring to is in this Santana video, I talk about how Santana really comes in on the Aeolian. Like here's the E and here's the F. And you can hear him in one of the versions on YouTube. You hear him clear as day, like this line. And the question is, can you put that flat six, which is the F, instead of the major six, which would be F sharp in A Dorian. So let's just talk about that really quickly. I'm going to see who can come up with a 2 or 3? Just type it out. Who can come up with a 2 to 3 chord progression that is an A Dorian progression? And this is all about answering that question. But if anybody wants to chime in what you think an A Dorian progression will be, now you can't use Oye Como Va. All right. Hey Bill, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Let's see, G, A minor, B. Now, Slimy, that's not going to be an A minor Dorian, an A Dorian progression because you started on the G. I'm blurry. I think it's you, Will. I think, am I blurry, guys? Because I look incredibly handsome and crystal clear here, buddy. And all right, well, there we go. So, Slime Bread, if you said A minor, B minor, G, I'd say yes, but because you started on the G. Now, in comes Kevin with A minor, D, and G, and that's awesome. And there you go right there. So that is an A Dorian progression. Let's see. In a song that goes, give me 1 second. So, hey, Jeff, hey, Jerry, 2-5-1. So now let's talk about this. This is about this question that was asked. Great lesson. Can you throw the flat 6 in this in a Dorian progression? So the reason I asked you guys to do that is because a Dorian progression needs to start on a 2. All right. And in this case, in Oye Como Va, and also in Kevin's chord progression, we have this 2 chord that goes to a 5 chord. And it's the 5 chord that steals. Hello, Kaylin. Hello, Guitar Girl. I got a mod here. Yeah. All right. So what happens is in this A minor progression, or A Dorian progression, excuse me, you have this A minor to a D. And like I say in the video, it's that F sharp. It is that F sharp that really captures the Dorian mode, because it's the F sharp that makes the A Dorian a Dorian. And so to answer his question, if I have a Dorian progression that doesn't have the D in it, well, you have to really just let you know it's going to work if there's not a D and if there is a D. And you can, because the only note that's threatened by this F sharp is the F of the A Aeolian. And like I said, that's the minor third of D minor. And so if you have an A minor progression, or excuse me, an A Dorian progression, you can tease the F. And just like I showed you with me and Sean in our super modes video, if you have an A Dorian progression, let's just say it's A minor to B minor. A minor to B minor. Now the thing is that in B minor it has the F sharp in it. But you can try putting the F in and seeing if it'll work. If that minor third, now it's not the minor third of the B chord, of B minor chord. It is not. It's actually the 5th. So when you do that, that F might cause a flat 5 sound. But you want to see. So the answer to that question is you have to see if it works. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, something's wrong. It means you're probably playing like the flat 5 against the 5. And that tone kind of hurts a little. So I hope I helped out with that question. Let's keep on rocking with more questions. Your guitar is filthy. Oh, thank you, Lucas. Awesome lesson. Yes, I know that Santana actually, I knew it was written by Tito Puente, but in the video I said Santana wrote it. And I, just, hey man, I'm teaching. I'm not locked in a whole 100% of the time. See, according to your lesson, a great approach for writing a song would be finding a nice chord progression and then writing a melody with the notes of the chords. Absolutely. But some of you, in case you haven't seen it, I have a lesson where I talk about if you have a melody of a scale, you can put the chords to it. It works both ways. You can have chord progression, put the melody notes to it of the chords, or you can have a melody line and put the proper chords to it. Okay, so, well, cool, great lesson. Let's see. What is this question here? All right, let's see. Stitch, I have to say thank you in pro videos. Okay, I don't think there's a question here. This is a thank you, Rich. Boom, yes, can't wait to go home. Marvelous, thank you. Looking fresh. That's referring to the beard trim. There's one lesson that rock on. Oh yeah, UPS, by the way. Hey, Albert. Hey, Albert. I understand more and more each time. That's awesome. Is Nick here? Is Nick Pappas here in the thing? Okay. I love great teaching. Let's see, so much learned. One lesson, everything here is like a comment, which is nice, but I want to get the questions. Okay, so here we go. This is let's see, a great lesson. I think I've watched your lessons. If you could add how to rhythmically count and beat, that would be great for a tip for Latin mood. Okay, I'm gonna get to that. That's a question about rhythm, and I have another one about that. Let's see, Neil. Let's see, there's another one about lessons. Jason, thank you for the compliment. Stitch Masterclass helped me tremendously. So good. Sorry I'm going so slowly. What's the name of the Grateful Dead band in Tampa? It is Uncle John's Band. Can you hit on the part where you start with the E note over the A minor 7? Yes, I can do that if I want to, but the answer is yes, you can do that. What lesson were you referring to when you called out putting the chord? It's on Stitch Method. It's the simple songwriting lesson. Very, very simple. It was filmed like 2 years ago. But yeah, it's the simple songwriting lesson. Coming soon. In other videos, maybe it's a great tip. Can't find it again. I already addressed that. Okay, so one of the lessons, and I can't, one of the questions was helping with the rhythm aspect of this. Okay, so really quickly, one of the things that helped me help you with this was this pedal right here, which I'm going to talk about in my next live feed 1 or 2 times. It's just that I'm still learning this pedal. So here we go. Let's see. Hold on. There we go. Now, I have this pedal here, and I just got it, and it is the Beat Buddy. And I got the Beat Buddy pedal, but I still am learning a lot about it. So before I go, you know, shouting to the hills about how the Beat Buddy is and how everything works, the one thing about the Beat Buddy that helped me help you is you could hear this beat, all right? So when it comes to the rhythm of this, a lot of people, this backing track is a Latin backing track. So that feel automatically helps you get the feel. You know, you can hear, you can almost picture being on stage, you know, just... Now, Albert, yes, okay, Albert, this is you. You asked this question, okay? So this question comes from Albert and someone else. So I'm going to do something really, really stupid in front of all of you right now, and I want you all to do this, and we'll have a little contest. I have nothing to give away right now. We'll have a little contest. I'm going to play this rhythm to Oye Como Va on my guitar without the Beat Buddy. And Albert here asked, how do you, he understands the lead solo, but how do you get better at the rhythm of the right hand? And now the whole entire idea about rhythm is you have to feel it and be able to kind of hum along to it and sing to it before you do it. And that just proves that you have the idea of how the song works. You can't just say, go, go, gadget rhythm, right? You can't just do that because you're detached from it. You have to stay attached. So how do you stay attached to the rhythm so you can get it out of your guitar? Well, one trick I do with all my students who have some hard times getting, no, I got the real full Beat Buddy with the extended pedal, is I'm going to play this, and I'm going to play it a couple times. And what I want you to do is I want you to type a sentence that you can hear, not just think like a drummer. I want you to type a sentence that you can hear as if the rhythm was saying a sentence, as if the rhythm was saying something in syllables. Like, for instance, if I did this, like... That was me actually phrasing the sentence, I like pizza. Okay? So now I'm going to play the Oye Como Va rhythm, and I need you guys to start typing these odd sentences that capture the actual, like, syllables of the sentence, if that makes sense. Here we go. Think of something. What is this guitar saying? This is great. Okay, now go on. This is great. All right, so I have, let's see, I have peanut butter jelly fluff. I don't hear peanut butter. Let's see, I don't hear that. But if you hear that, it's great. Eat some fries. Okay, you can hear that. Now, Tom, you're close. Tom, you're feeling the rhythm, but you're feeling it mixed with the guitar, and you're feeling it mixed with the drummer, and you want it specifically guitar. I can hear the eat some. Eat some fries. I can hear that thing. I'm. That's awesome. Hold on, don't stop. I have to go through each one. I'm going to go through each one. So, Tom, I can hear the eat some fries, but we have something else at the end of that. You have eat some fries. You know, so let's see. I go into a dream. Jerry, very nice. All work and no play makes Jeff a dull boy. Jeff, if I had a prize, I'd do that to you. I go to you. Hey, you, come here right now. Okay. Hey, you, come here. And it's on the word here, TTB fan, that you would change the D, right? Hey, you, come here right now. Nice. No, I don't speak Spanish at all. Is that what you hear, or are you just saying that? Eat beans and you will be full. Let's see. Eat beans and you will be full. Okay, that combines the drums and the guitar. Unless you hear it differently, got to eat cheese. Okay, so just let you know, Albert, I hope this is helping. As soon as you can get that rhythm into you by saying something, then it starts to pop out. Now I'm gonna keep going through these. Let's see. Hold on, you guys. Let's say, hey, you come here. I don't speak Spanish. Eat beans and you'll be full. Got to eat cheese. Hamburger. Well, hold on. Hamburger. Not bad, Mark. Okay, doggy. I'm a stitch meth. I can't even say it. It's like a tongue twister. I'm a stitch meth head. Man, if that gets you through that rhythm, I'd say perfect. Popcorn in my mouth. And then you have this bop, bop. Let's see, guitar. Do you like beans with hot dogs? Do you like beans with hot dogs? Kaylin, not because you're a mod, but you nailed it. You got the exact syllables, okay? That was it. Do you like beans with hot dogs? Do you like beans? You can hear it. With hot dogs. Okay, that was perfect. Pizza with cheese, pepperoni. Okay, hey, Stitch got Sean's. Hey, Stitch got Sean's. So, you guys are firing up, right? For sure, but I've yet to come up with something. Haha. Well, right now, Albert, honestly, Guitar Girl, KB, do you like beans with hot dogs so far? But that was supposed to be go to Sean's. Okay, so now here's the deal. Hold up. Why is every sentence food based? I don't know, but yes, and that's good. Yeah. Do you like beans with hot dogs? No, mine was stupid. Mine was just I like to dance and dance. That's all I heard in my head. Not like when I'm playing it, but just like what I was. My sense. I like to dance and dance, which I really don't like to dance. Oh yeah. Well, the thing is, oh you come about Maritmo. That's almost close. It's not the same exact as the rhythm. Everyone must be hungry. Yes, totally attuned. Okay, so now the whole answer to this rhythm is freakishly intuitive for me. Yes, it's the song I trip on. Okay, well, you and Albert need to be in the band. Okay, because you have the opposites here. But when it comes to getting stuck in rhythm, you have to really sit and listen to whatever rhythm part you want to get to, and you want to and you want to be able to speak it in whatever language you can speak it in, and that's the truth. Is you want to be able to speak it however you hear it. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to. So funny. This is how you guys form a band right here, right? And then I get the credit for it someday. All right, so don't be afraid to speak it. And that was pretty much all the questions. I hope you enjoyed the video. By the comments, it looks like you did, and it was really fun to do. And that's pretty much it. So now I don't have a ton of time because I have a lesson actually. So I'll open the floor up to any questions, any Q&A. 12,495. What is that? Is that Stitch? You're my guitar teacher, bro. Hey, Albert, that's nice. Texas MD, band practice once a year. There we go. Awesome. All right. So now that we've created the Guitar KB Albert A band, I'm going to sit here and just field some questions. Okay, so let's see. Who can identify this song? I screwed up. It's very, very simple. Who can identify this? That's all I'm going to do. Hey, from Canada. Oh. Anyone? One more? We'll see. It's a little riff from a bitchin' song. Anyway. So it's the Dead, but I can't place it. It is the Dead, and you can't place it. And it's okay. It is a Dead song. I don't mind. It's just a song that was stuck in my head. I was teaching it. Should be a text message notification. What should be on my thing? No. Oh, you guys, nobody knows what this is, huh? Oh, sorry. Jesus. There it is. Ruben and Charisse. And I was jamming on that the other day, and it's really, really awesome. All right, so any questions about anything coming up on Stitch Method? Any questions you guys have in Guitar Land? I'm here for the next 9 minutes, and fielding questions, trying to think of anything. Okay, so let me ask you a question. I'm going to ask you guys a question. What's next? Whipping Post. Me and Sean are going to do some guitar harmony stuff. What else do I have? I have some Trey stuff. I have some Dead stuff. I have some more blue stuff. I have a lot of stuff, man. Just, I mean, if you have any questions or requests, not the requests, but like topics of debate, let me know. But I have a lot of stuff going on. And plus, yeah. Oh, man, in July, I don't think there's going to be any Stitch Method. Cage Masterclass is being filmed right now as we speak. Should I save up for the Fred Ernesto VH Gen 3 or the Dark Star Koa? That's a great question, because I can't answer that, because I'm going to be getting one of those guitars. And when I do get one of those guitars, I will let you know. I'll be getting one of those guitars soon. I don't know if you guys, is your headache better? It is better. Cage Masterclass is coming. Can you take a look at the Ryan Adams song Rosebud? Killer song about Jerry's guitar. Yeah, did you say that to TTB fan the other time? That sounds familiar. Yeah, Guitarmony, as we call it, is going to be coming. Fan of records, did you see the new Dead box set? I did not see the new Dead box set, but I should, shouldn't I? How do you get a big, thick lead tone on a Strat? I don't know. I wish I could answer that. I don't have any Strats. It's not because I hate Strats. It's just my hands are built around P90s and humbuckers. It's where my tone sits. So I don't mean to sound rude. I just, I'm sure there's plenty of YouTube teachers of Strats that can really describe how to get a really nice, good tone. But the thing is tone. I mean, I think in my hey Drew, I think in my podcast that I just did. Hold on for 1 second, David. That I was talking to Alan, and him and I both agree. Your tone, your fingertips. Your tone is in your fingertips. So if you can sound beefy on a Les Paul, you should be able to sound beefy on a Strat, depending on how much pressure you put into that thing and the settings. But that's all I can answer for you. Okay. I know you said a while back that you were focused on grooves in your own playing. It would be interesting to see an In the Mind of Stitch video on how you approach setting up a groove. Ooh. Well, David, it's funny you asked that, because I have some things in the works about that, and it's a little bit different from what you think, but I will definitely talk about grooves. Can you do a lesson on Run Like an Antelope sometime in the future? Oh, yeah, sure. Antelope's great. If I'm not mistaken, Dorian? I think it's Dorian, if I'm not mistaken. Good shred tone between middle bridge and pickup. I don't speak Spanish. Hello, Mr. Stitch. Hello, Lilo Spencer. Thanks, man. Got a EH platform compressor. Okay, you do have a compressor. Opinions on Elliott Smith. Elliott Smith, amazing, absolutely amazing. Elliott Smith shaped my love for music on an early age. I think, does anybody know the story? Can anybody tell the story of when I heard? I might have told this once, maybe on Sean's channel. Has anyone? His songs are sad. His songs are sad. Does anybody know my Elliott Smith story of how I discovered Elliott Smith? And the story that went with it, because it was like a movie scene, and I'll just tell you what it is in case you don't know it. So I was working at this job where I grew up on Long Island, and I was like sick of it, just sick of it, and I quit. Like I just literally just walked out. And the day before, the drummer of my band had given me Elliott Smith a CD, and what's up, David? And I literally left. I was just like, fuck it. Oh, man, I was like, F this. And I walked out. I don't know. I was like 18, 19 years old. And I get in the car, and there was that Elliott Smith CD, and I put it in, boom. And I just started driving home, and the song Son of Sam came on. And the first lyrics are, something's happening. The lyrics are like, as I'm steaming from like leaving my job, something's happening. Don't speak too soon. Told my boss off and made my move. I've got nowhere to go. And I was like, wow, me and Elliott Smith are now soulmates. and from then on, I loved Elliott Smith ever since then. America. Yeah. Would you like some tips on playing? Would like some tips on playing as a band? We can talk about that. Hey, Tom, welcome to the. It's okay that you're late. I got to be leaving in a couple seconds, but it's always nice to see you. And you just missed an F-bomb, I think, or maybe you didn't. What do you think the future is for the guitar? Has the pentatonic been rinsed? Alec, that's a great question. Yes, Mike, I lived in Smithtown, Long Island for quite a while. Alec, do you think what's the future of the guitar? The future of the guitar. Here's the thing about the pentatonic is, even though it's been rinsed, as you say, there are solos that blow my mind that I hear from all different angles, vocal lines from all different angles. And it's always based off the pentatonic. And I'm like, man, this thing is very malleable. And so your question is, even though the pentatonic exists on piano lines and trumpet and anything and anything, so pentatonics aren't going to go anywhere. It's just the sound of the guitar. And the thing is the guitar going to be around 100 years from now? Probably not. But I won't have anything to do with it because I'll be long dead. But I'm doing my job right now to help it survive, which is all I can do. Hey Memphis, where's a good place to start learning modes? I know pentatonic, major and minor scales, but not sure where to go. Albert 505. watch any of my, go to Stitch Method and type in on YouTube Stitch Method modes, and watch all the videos pop up. The video you want to watch is Truly Understanding Modes. That's about relative modal playing that helps shape out how to do stuff. So I'd say go there first. I had an impromptu jam session yesterday and now got a place in a new band. Fantastic, Tom. That's awesome, man. Good job. Good job. Cold Roses by Ryan Adams with Neil Casale. Yes, I will be checking that out. Long Island is Blue Oyster Cult stomping ground. Really, is it? I didn't know. It was great. Use some information I found via your videos, and it got me gigging an opportunity. Oh man, that makes me feel really good. Like if I have like 0.001% that helped you get confident in your playing to get into a band, that makes me smile a lot. That's awesome. Let's see. Let's see. Hit that like button, peeps. I don't hit the like. It's okay. Give Stitch some thumbs up. I appreciate it, Alan. Thanks, man. Can't you hear me knocking? Oh, can't you hear me knocking? Oh, that's a good song. Can't you hear me knocking is awesome. I'm learning modes using vertical shapes rather than boxes. Do you recommend that? Okay, Jordy, this is going right to you, buddy. Here's the deal. I want you to describe. I'm talking right to Jordy right now before we get going. I'm learning modes using vertical shapes rather than box shapes. Do you recommend that? Well, what are you learning? Be very specific. Jordy, when you type in, I want you to tell me exactly what you were learning when you mean that, and then I'll answer your question as I read some more stuff. So think about exactly how you want to word that question. I don't have a problem with learning outside of box or vertical. I have nothing about that. My pentatonic never lost system is a vertical scale. I just want to hear a little bit more specific what you're saying. Okay, so Stitch, you think rock guitar will be dead in 100 years? I don't know. Should I put them on my gravestone so you can prove me wrong? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. If the pentatonic has been rinsed, then so is power chords. Yeah, power chords were done by the 70s. Should I shape my improvisation more around scales or chords? That's the question. Should you shape your improvisation around scales or chords? Well, that is a double-edged sword. The reason being is if you have a groove, which is just like well, you don't have a lot of chords happening, so you got to shape it around your scale and try to work the scale. But if you have a chord progression that has a lot of movement, in it, then you have to shape it around your chords if you want to get a lot of color out of that. So you got to know what's happening in your music. You have to. Blue Oyster Cult, I listen to them. Do you feel like the idolization of old timers like Jimmy Page and Hendrix limits the originality in the guitar? I'm not saying I don't Yeah, I do. Like, okay, Alec, you nailed. I don't know if this is what you meant. Tom, sorry, I'm gonna get to you, Alec. Why would the guitar be dead if the violin is still around? It's not that the guitar will be dead. I just don't know where it'll be 100 years from now. I'm not trying to sound offensive. None of us will know, but we'll find out. Do you feel? I'm gonna get back to this. Do you feel like the idolization of old timers like Jimmy Page and Hendrix limits the originality in the guitar? Not saying I don't appreciate their music. All right, Alec, I love the question, and we're going to talk about this for a little bit. I just got to check my phone and see if my next lesson texts me. Okay, they didn't. We're good. All right, so from an early age, I didn't give up on myself in any way. It's just, when I was listening to Jerry, Trey, Slash, Jimmy Page, the people I really loved, there was a voice in my head that said, don't be like them. Like, don't try to be like them. Because I had friends in high school that tried to be like Hendrix and tried to be like Jimmy Page and tried to be like, and it's like, well, there's only one of them, or, and so I realized at an early age, the best I could do was be myself on this instrument and learn what they were doing, but never, ever try to play and be like, does this sound like Trey? Does this sound like Jerry? Just be loving the instrument so much that whatever I did, I knew that my voice was on it. And so I'll go out and say this. I have a pet peeve when people dedicate or idolize so much of one particular player that they really shape their sound around that one player, because you're not gonna sound like him. And you have a world of guitar and expression to do. And so if you can take that stuff and make it your own and keep the doors open to sounding like yourself, I feel like that's a better. I hope that makes sense. I just, don't try to be anyone else on the guitar but yourself. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're in a cover band, okay, if you were in a cover band and you're like Alan Gilman from Uncle John's Band, the guy's the best Jerry person I've ever heard in my entire life. And I really appreciate him for that. And he's in the role of where he needs to be for that, right? And so like perfect. And so he dedicated himself to that and he nailed it. I mean, just nailed it. And that's awesome. But he knew where he wanted to go. And he knew where he wanted to go after he knew how to play guitar, after he really was on this thing. And so just be yourself, take the knowledge of what you like and just put it into your playing, and don't try to sound just like Hendrix, and don't try to sound just like John Mayer, and don't try to sound just like Stevie Ray or Jimmy Page. Be yourself and to be happy with what you're learning. But even though I love all those guitar players, I mean, and that's the truth. That's what I'm going to say. Anyway, so, or when people learn exactly notes of the song, on Slimy Bread, I missed half of that. Okay. Oh, he preached, took 10 years to accept it. As soon as I did, I started being better at guitar. Good, Walter. You know what I'm saying, right? Like, just be yourself. Or when people learn exact notes of songs, not that it doesn't help. Well, learning exact notes like helps you like, oh, cool. Like I can move my fingers that way, but like, yeah, that's it. Page Hendrix, etc. were great because they stood on the shoulders of the players who came before them and reached new heights. That's right. Do that. Synthesize different players' styles to form your own. Kevin, I couldn't have agreed with you more. That's exactly it. Eddie Van Halen once said that Eric Clapton was his favorite guitar player, and he sounds nothing like Clapton. That's exactly it. Like you can be inspired to play and be your best, but don't try to sound like someone else. Mimicking is a waste of time. Inspiration, however, is fine in moderation. Absolutely, Alan. Oh yeah, Coltrane. Okay, look at that. Who currently is out there who is not shackled by the classic rock past? Who represents your ideal modern guitarist in this sense, blazing their own trail? No, that's a great question. Ooh, that's a good. Who are some modern trailblazers? That's a great question. Huh. Give me 1 second. I'm going to come back to that. But Doggy, I do have a lesson on borrowed chords, and once you see that lesson, it can kind of help you get into. Hey Cheddar, I missed you. Hey Cheddar, how are you? And so look at the borrowed chords one. Lots of great comments. Okay. Julian Log, great conversation tonight. Oh, great. I'm glad. This is what it's all about. But I feel bad because it's one-sided, and I know you have your comments there, but I don't want to sound like I'm like too egotistical on this fact. I don't. Can I tell you, man? Like I don't know. I guess I have to do a video about like modern trailblazers. If you want to email me at Stitch Method. Like, hey, check out this guy. And I'll listen to it all. And the thing is like you're right. A lot of stuff is influenced by all the stuff that existed. It's getting a tighter and tighter world to create original sounds. Oh yeah, John 5 is. I don't know if he's a trailblazer. Well, yeah, he has some songs that are pretty unique, Jeff. So I'll give you some points on that. But he's such a versatile guitar player, And so it's that J Massix. Period. Okay, so where's J Massix from? Now don't judge because I don't listen to any music really. So like I listen to my stuff and that's it. From Dinosaur Jr. Cheddar, how do you know everything? Like Cheddar knows everything. Oh, by the way, everyone here, right? You know that next Friday at what time, Cheddar? On Cheddar's channel, on Cheddar Kong's channel. But he plays mostly pentatonics. I'll be on Cheddar 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight or Eastern Standard, as I learned from Cheddar, June 1st. I'll be on his channel live. I guess he's going to be asking me questions. I'm going to be fielding them. It's going to be fun. And so that's good. Tom Morello was original. He was original, There's a problem. There's I call it the 9-inch nail syndrome. There's a problem with being a trailblazer. And it's really hard to explain this, but there's something I call the 9-inch nail syndrome, which was when the 9-inch nails came out, they were very, very, very unique. Their musical arrangement, their voice, the computerized stuff, everything was crazy. And then they laid low for about a decade and a half from what in my life, I don't think they really I think it did lay low. And then when they came out with their new album again, it was lackluster because they had created this whole genre of like rock, computerized electronic music that took off. And then when they came back, they just sounded like they were in the middle of the pod again, and it really blew me away. And so, being a Trailblazer is really, really, really hard, and it's hard to be, anyway, what I'm trying to say is being a Trailblazer is really hard. I want to hear what you guys think. Email me at stitchmethod@gmail.com with some Trailblazers, and I'll give you my opinions. As a beginner intermediate guitar player, is there something that I may gain from a face-to-face lesson that I may not pick up otherwise? Oh, absolutely. I'm not trying to sound rude. Absolutely. Whether it's me or anyone, you have to have a teacher who is almost like a doctor, like, hey, I don't understand this. And they can go, okay, well, let me have you understand that, So I take face-to-face lessons as much as possible. Derek Trucks being a Trailblazer, I'll give you that because he has a very unique style. Actually, my whipping post video, is going to be in the mindset of Derek Trucks, but no slide, but how he solos on whipping post. I think the way Trucks solos on whipping post, kind of like, it really gets you. You kind of want to like, oh, like, this is amazing. I got to grit my teeth. So the whipping post video, do you like beans with hot dogs? Albert, coming back in full circle. That was great. I'm a Trailblazer. Nobody else dares to play so badly. That's great. That's good to hear, Cheddar. Nice. Cheddar, June 1st. June 1st will be I'll be on Cheddar's channel. So subscribe to Cheddar's channel, and Cheddar, get some good questions going. I like to answer questions, and we'll talk, but I want to hear what you, in the mind of Cheddar, for Albert. Time out. Cheddar, I'll see but Albert here, started off today with not understanding how to grasp rhythm. And then thanks to all of you, Stitch methods, typing in your sentences, all of a sudden, and I told you, Guitar Girl KV, hers was spot on. And now there he is right there. Dude, it works. And so congratulations to Kaylin for capturing the exact rhythm and sending it through the computer, someplace to where you don't live, out his speakers, and he understood that. I wrote great questions for Sean. I'll do it for you too. Oh, awesome. Great. I'm excited, Cheddar. I really am. All right, guys. Well, any other questions that I missed or anything? Thank you so much for being here. Let's see. Oh, here, stare here. I'll show you. Just hold on for 1 second. Hold on. Stay right there. Okay. There she is. There she is, right? All nice and back. There she is. So, yeah, there we go. So now there is you can see a little tiny like thing there, but that's because the piece of wood was missing. But it is this thing plays better than the day I got it. And the man who did this, his name is Rick Asmiga, and I'll make a quick video. She's home. Yes. Whipping post will be done. This thing plays better than the day I got it. This guy did an amazing job. Like I said, it looks amazing. What happened was there was one little tiny flake of wood that when I opened the case, he's like, "Where's the flake?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "Well, there's a piece of wood missing." I'm like, "How do you even know this?" And so he put it back together, and this thing is absolutely. I mean, you can see a little tiny mark right there. That's not the crack actually. It's just a little piece where the wood was, but it's in perfect condition. She's back. I love her. She's awesome, and I'm happy again. So that's awesome. So there we go. So I'll talk about that. I'm just gonna put this here like that, and hopefully it doesn't fall because that'd be terrible if it fell. All right, so lean like that. If that falls again, I'm just watching the back. All right, so hello from Seattle, former Sarasodian. Nice. That's awesome. All right, guys, I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna prep for my 8:30 lesson. I moved to 8:30. I really just like the analogy of the guitar industry. It seems to hold the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Okay, so I see what you're saying. So what you're saying is like, I hear what you're saying, Alec. That like, oh, whoa, salami bread. What Luthier fun? Thank you. That was very nice. I'm actually just gonna send that right to Luthier because he deserves a lot more money than I gave him. So that was very nice. Yeah, okay, Alec, I know what you're saying is like, why do we compare ourselves from the guitar players from the 50s and 60s? Slimy Bread, thank you so much again. Wait, is there a tropical storm coming, Alan? Hold on for 1 second. We'll get on that. Is there really a storm? I have no idea. I haven't checked. Okay. I guess what you're saying is like, why not talk about modern guitar players, right? And so the whole idea is, okay, so I have my opinions on guitar players, and I'll be 39 in a month. Okay, I'm an old man, right? Okay, so my influences are of the guitar players from the 70s and 80s and 90s. Okay, and and anything that I hear after that I can hear my influence on, I compare it to. And so people who are usually younger, people who are usually a little bit younger, they're going to see their idols in a fresh light. Like I'm not trying, you know this, okay? Like John Mayer is very, very, very good. And I listened to Clapton and Stevie Ray and all the stuff, and I can hear that in Mayer's playing. What I feel is very unique about Mayer is his speed and his tone. And I love that, right? I love that. But I can't put him on the pedestal because I hear his influences, okay? I'm not trying to say he's bad. So the comparison between like who we idolize, I think really depends on like what age you are and where you started listening to and what got into your heart first. And if that makes sense. Okay, so right. So okay, Alex, so you're okay, perfect. You're 18. It's hard. You're discovering guitar from the people around you, and they're solid, and you don't hear their influences. And I can understand how like being a young dude at 18, you know, and people be like, "Oh, you're 18. Do you know this guy? You know this guy?" And you're like, "No, I don't." And you might feel like ousted, but don't worry about that. Let your influences be your influences, and it's always nice to study where people get their influences from. Anyway, I hope that makes sense. And I'm not bashing on Mayer at all. I mean, the guy is like effing awesome. It's just that I hear his influences. I know what he's doing. And so when you have the wonderment of what is going on with that person, what is this? That becomes your influence. Okay. So anyway, so gotta go. Take it easy, Cheddar. I'll see you next week. Anyway, I hope this all makes sense. I'm not trying to get too much talking. All right, you guys are awesome. I'm gonna get going. It's always been late 90s, early pop. Thanks. Have a great weekend. Awesome. All you guys, I'm gonna go. We are having such a fun time. Bye. Hey, Bill, you know that $50 you owe me? It's up to 70 now. All right, listen, all of you have so much fun tonight. Go play some Santana. Have a lot of fun. It's over a musical climate that has hit any guitar guy in the modern sense. I want to talk to you about that, Tom, but in a later day. All right, everyone, you rock. Take care, guys. Have a good day. See you next week with some new video that I will make for you guys. All right, bye. Bye-bye.